Sorry about my tardiness again. I got to get a grip on that. I know, I'm so sorry. Everybody's texting me, so you guys are going to hear that because they're wondering why I'm not live yet. But I couldn't answer them because I was trying to get ready to go live. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. Let everybody get in. Hey, John. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying on the live. I was saying everybody's texting me right now, wondering why I'm not live. And I couldn't answer anybody because I was trying to get ready to go live. So that's why I wasn't on. I'm sorry. I got behind. And then when I got home, I had to set the setup. I forgot to set the setup earlier. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm sorry. It was a mad dash to get everything done. So I'm sorry. I really am. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. Let me see if I can get this positioned a little bit better. There we go. I think that's better. I think we can see everything now. Who is that? Tom. Hey, Tom. Hey, John. You guys come on, say hello so I'll know you're here. The only way I know you're here is if you say hello, so I'll know that you're here. This is, of course, our third episode into the series of demonology. And we will be finishing that bad boy up to doing our third tonight. And then next week will be a special show. Here, watching on the big screen. Awesome, Tom. You're watching on the big screen. Can you see me okay? Big screen eyes. No! Around in the comment. Everybody go share for me. Please hit that like button. Share. If you've never been here before, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you'll be here with us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we talk paranormal and family. We talk any and everything. He just ran out screaming. I bet you that was a big Johnny face on that screen, wasn't it? Hey, Beth. He shouldn't have told me he was watching on the big screen. But of course, we love you guys so much. We're glad you guys are here with us tonight. Y'all, please go tell everybody we're on. I know the Super Bowl's going on. I think it's still on. Last I looked, Kansas City was getting spanked. So I don't know what happened since then. But yeah, you guys go share and like done. Thank you. Hit that like button for me, please, everybody. That helps with the algorithm to the video sharing, or the video posting. So if you guys would do that for me, please. There's 5 people. I only have 3 likes, so 2 more people have not hit that like button. So please hit that like button. They still have those Super Bowls. Yep. I wasn't watching it, but I was at my in-laws and they were watching it, and I kept, I would glance over and see it, and hey, I don't have nothing for the Super Bowl or NFL or any of that crap anymore anyway, so I don't really care about them. Just throw it up there, and you can take the ladder with you. Yes, it does.
The candle wouldn't light. It's like almost all the way down.
Still one of Mom's. Look on the entertainment center. There's a bunch of them. Sorry about that. I was taking care of business. So that's why you are my hero, boss. Yeah, I don't have anything for them. I don't want to get political on here because I try to keep that away from here. But yeah, I don't do anything with NFL or anything like that. Football and sports in general. Just I don't really care about them anymore. North Alabama is here with us tonight. North Alabama, what is your name? Tell me your name. Could you do that for me? Is it the same person every night that comes on with North Alabama, or is there different people every night? Or is it just you? Or is it a bunch of you watching at the same time together? How does that work? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Ha, ha, ha. I never know where to look. Where do I look? I look over here to read the comments. I look over here I think I'm looking at y'all now, right? Can you see my eyes? Every time I look and then I try to catch myself looking, I look and I look away. Can't ever catch myself looking at myself. No, he's quick. He is so quick. Facebook, there was a lag. You know, I could look in the camera and then look at me, and I'm still looking at me, and then I would look away. YouTube, there's no lag. There's a lag for comments, but not for video. So, now that the foolishness has been done, I got a little trim. Can y'all see that? I got a little trim. Still got the long beard, though. I'm going to let it get to my chest and then stop. Yeah, baby. Thinking about coloring it. What do y'all think? What color should I color my beard? You guys tell me. Whenever I was a little kid, I was a blonde, reddish blonde. As I got older, I got brown. And then as I got older, I got dark brown. And now it's kind of going back to the reddish brown. And then, of course, 50 years on me. It's starting to... See, I can name all my gray hairs. This one's Dakota. That section there is Dakota. This is Corey. Well, Corey's actually 3 sections right there. Yeah. This is Alyssa right here. This is Amber's, Tasha. This is Shauna over here. Yeah. This is Michelle. That's why this is bald. Red and black, CAPI colors. That's not such a bad idea. My favorite 2 colors are red and black. That's my favorite 2 colors is red and black. That's actually not such a bad idea. And I'm thinking about curling this, letting this curl. See how it goes out like that? I'm going to let this curl like that and let this go down. Like a swashbuckler kind of thing going on. A little something, something. I don't know. I suggested blue. Haley and Beth both say black and red, the CAPI colors. I may do that. I just might do that. Do it like a half and half, like red and black or black and red. I don't know. I might do that. It's not such a bad idea. I'm going to color the white out because I'm not ready to be white yet. I'm not ready to be white yet. There was something racist about that statement. I know there was. Probably going to get in trouble. Got to have handlebars. Of course. Duh. Can't live without the handies. No, I didn't say that. Oh, I hope no one else knows what a handy is. That was me killing my YouTube career. Oh boy, we should get on with the show because my mouth is in overdrive tonight. It's usually in overdrive, but tonight it just has no filter. And I am very, very sorry about that. And the last person to text me was John, and I'm looking at John's beautiful mug this whole show. I've got to get this thing out of here. Hold on, you're going to see my thumb. Hold on. I'm looking at John's face, and he's smiling at me. It's kind of creepy because John frightens me sometimes. Let's talk about coming events. Oh my God. We have got a coming event. John says, I'm back. I'm glad. We weren't talking about you while you were gone, John. I swear. Got a question for you. Can or do demons praise Jesus? We caught a very interesting EVP. Can or do demons praise Jesus? No, they can't, and no, they don't. It's not possible. We're actually going to talk about that tonight, as a matter of fact. No, they can't praise Jesus. A demon can't praise Jesus or God or anything like that. If you ask, can they? That would necessitate a want or a need to, which they don't have. And then if you ask, will they? That would necessitate a ability to, and no, they don't have that ability. They don't have the ability to praise Jesus. No, absolutely not. Or God, whatever you want to say. It's all the same thing, man. I'm not ready to talk about Cappy Camp yet, John. Okay? Maybe when I get ready to... I'm just playing. Please don't hurt me. Y'all, John scares me. I'm not kidding you. Thanks, that's what I thought, because it goes again. Purpose. It goes against their. I'm not answering any more of your questions, Napper, Napper, Naper, Napper, NAPR. I'm not answering any more of your questions until you answer mine. You didn't answer my question, so I'm not answering your question. No, 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 no. Punk. Shoot. I just play. I just play. I'm not answering more of your questions though, because you want to answer my question. I wanted a name. I want a name. Who are you? Just the first name. Please. You know my name. It's John Bowen. And I wouldn't lie. That's my name, John Bowen. That's not my name. My name is Johnny. Johnny. I want a name in APR. Onion Orion Grays. Hello, Orion Grays. Ben, thank you. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? God, these North Alabama people are such douchebags. No, I'm just playing. They're great people. I'm just playing with, I'm picking on you, NAPR or Ben. Are you the only one with North Alabama Paranormal that watches us, Ben? Or does someone else watch us from your team? I need to get ready. We need to get together. I need to meet you guys. Anyway, here we go. Yes, welcome, Orion. How goes it? Here's what we want to talk about. Here's beautiful Paramama. How did it go?
Did you turn out good?
Good.
Did you pick the dogs up?
I did not. I had to rush in and do all this, and I was like in a huge hurry. And I know I saw that. I had to get Alyssa to help me and get me thumbtacks and everything, and I was 8 minutes late getting home. It was crazy. I got you a pack of these. They're in the cabinet. And I got ham steaks and drinks and some more dip.
I was gonna make some chicken and cheese. Tortilla things.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yes, of course I do. Absolutely. Ask me if I want some food. You knew? Hey, I love you.
Love you.
Okay, here we go, guys. I'm so sorry. All these interruptions are breaking my concentration. And my concentration is not to be broken. If my concentration gets broken, I have a broken concentration and I can't concentrate. So let's stop with the foolishness. I can't handle your buffoonery. So stop being a buffoon. Okay. All right. Yes, greetings, Emerther. Bertha. Can I call you Bertha? Emerther. Is that what it is? Emerther. Emerther. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about some coming events. That wasn't an earthquake. Greetings in APR. They've been here for a while, John. You behind. You got Emertha on the brain. Something's wrong with you. You've been sniffing Emertha. All right. Here we go. Coming events. We have CAPI Cafe meet and greet coming up. What is that? That is where we get together and we eat and we fellowship and we get to know each other. You get to put faces with the names. You get to meet the team. You get to see the merch. We don't really bring merch. We used to bring merch, but we don't bring merch anymore because I don't have any merch. I have merch that you can buy if you want to buy on the website, which is right behind me, CAPIParanormal.com. You can go there and go to the store and get all the merch you want. We got everything. And if you don't see something on there that you do want, tell us and we'll make it. We can do anything because we cool like that. All right. So, and then, but you do get to meet the team and, talk to us and ask us questions, and we eat and drink and be merry and we just have a good time. And this one is really special, and you really need to come to this one because this one coming up on February 13th, which is next Saturday, this coming Saturday, we're going to be at Chubb Fathers in Alabaster. Oh my gosh. I've heard that is the best. Thank you, John. John just popped up if you don't want to go to our website and go through all that, just hit that link right there, see it right there that John just popped up there. And you'll be able to get the info on our CAPI Cafe, which is going to be at Chubb Fathers in Alabaster. I've never been there, so it's going to be an adventure for me as well as you. We may get there and it's just the worst stuff in the world. We never want to go back. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't think that is the case because I know that they are really good when it comes to stuff like that, when it comes to food. I can't think of Chubb Father's real name. It just blew away from me for some reason. John, if you remember, tell me his name. But he owns a restaurant in Alabaster. He owns one in Alabaster and Calera, I think. But we're going to the one in Alabaster. Or maybe Clanton. I don't know. Who cares? We're going to the one in Alabaster. 6 p.m., I think, is the time it starts. Next Saturday. Chubb Fathers in Alabaster. Look it up. Be there. Will, thank you. Will, that's his name. I will remember Will. Okay, I got that. I will remember Will. All right. His name is Will. He is a great guy. He does a radio show where I do the show at, and he is just an amazing guy. He really is. And I've heard that his food is like the best in Birmingham and Jefferson County, if not the entire state. So you definitely want to check this out. You definitely want to come to CAPI Cafe because we're going to be there. You get to see Beth. You get to see John. You get to see Tom. You get to see everybody. You get to see it all because everybody's there. No, you won't. Yes, I probably will not remember Will, but you're right. But anyway, come to CAPI Cafe, 6 p.m. in Alabaster at Chubb Fathers restaurant. Has the best hamburgers and wings and hot dogs and stuff like that. It's like a little deli type thing. And I hear they do barbecue and just everything is so good. So guys, come on out, meet us. It's going to be on February 13th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all get there in Alabaster, Alabama. John, if you will pop up the address to Chubb Fathers there in Alabaster, we would really appreciate that. So people will know where to go. All right. Beth, that person you told me to call tonight accepted our invitation, did accept the accommodations, but I forgot to tell them about CAPI Cafe. So if you would maybe email or text or whatever communication you use to talk to that person in Bessemer, I think, and let them know about CAPI Cafe too. I think we did tell them, but let's remind them because I forgot to talk about that. We talked about a bunch of other stuff. Thank you, John. There's the address to Chubb Fathers in Alabasters, 1207 First Street North, 1207 First Street North, Alabaster, Alabama, 35007-8752 in the United States, in case you didn't know that. Thank you, Beth. Thank you so much. I can't believe I forgot to invite them to the meet and greet at CAPI Cafe. All right. So, guys, please come join us next Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. You will not regret it. The food is good. The conversation is good. And you can ask us anything you want to ask us. You don't have to ask me everything. You can ask my team too. They're very knowledgeable. I know this because I taught them. So you guys come on out and be with us on a evening of food and fun. All right. So if you do come out and you decide, hey, I really enjoyed myself, but one evening is not enough with CAPI team. I got to have more. I need more than one evening. I need more than one sit down. I need more than one meal. I need more than one day with CAPI. Then you need to come to CAPI Camp. Did y'all see how I did that segue? Segue over to the next. I'm good. You guys come on out to CAPI Camp. What? CAPI Camp? What the heck is CAPI Camp? CAPI Camp is where we go and we camp for the entire weekend. We go and we have a blast. Not a blast, but a blast. It is awesome, guys. Anybody and everybody that goes to CAPI Camp says they can't wait till the next CAPI Camp. And this one is turning out to be a big CAPI camp. We're going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of about 30 people right now that is committed. So they're definitely coming. That's a lot of people, man. Even counting the team, that's a lot of people. We do have a surprise for the first person that is RSVP'd. We haven't had anyone do that yet. So RSVP'd and paid and everything. First person that does that gets a surprise, a huge surprise. But this is going to be at Southern Pillars in Troy, Alabama, and it is February the 26th through the 28th. That's 26th, 27th, and the 28th at Southern Pillars Campgrounds in Troy, Alabama, home of the Trojans. Yeah, buddy. So you guys need to get on out there for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. If you've always wanted to know how to do what we do, but you've never really figured it out, and you don't want to go by the crap that they tell you on television and the silver screen, then you need to come and check it out with us. I promise you, you will not regret it. Anybody and everybody that takes the class says it was a lot of fun and a lot of information, and they just enjoy it so much. They get so many answers to so many questions, and they get so many uh, so much knowledge and everything. And I can't tell you guys how many teams have started from our class. I can't. I don't even have a number. A lot of teams that are in Alabama today started from CAPI, and from our either from being on our team or being just taking the class. I can't tell you how many teams have started out by just taking our class, and then they went and started their own team. A lot of teams that exist in Alabama today, in the Southeast today, started out with CAPI, either like being a team member or taking the class. So you guys got to come check out CAPI Camp. It is so much fun. The cost of the class is $50. In the past 2 years, yeah. CAPI Camp is really fun. Yes, it is, Haley. It's a blast, man. I love it. No one ever wants to leave. When Sunday comes around, no one wants to leave. Let me give you the rundown real quick, and then we'll get started. Give you the rundown on CAPI Camp. We get there on Friday. Now, this year, I'm going to be there. This year, I keep saying it's like an annual thing, but it's not, because we do it throughout the year. But this CAPI Camp, I'm going to be there pretty early. I'll probably be the first person there, as a matter of fact. I don't think I've ever been the first person there. I think there's always been someone. I think John usually beats me to these CAPI things, but I think I'm going to beat him this time. I'm taking the day off and the weekend off. Looking forward to seeing you guys at this camp. Oh, man, we are so much looking forward to seeing Haley and Pam and all of them at the camp this year. Absolutely. This time. Dang it, I got to keep saying year. But it is our first one of the year, though. But we get there on Friday. We do the meet and greet. Like I said, I'm gonna be there kind of early because I want to get there in enough time for people to, when people are coming in, I want to be there. I want to see them as they're coming in and talk to them and tell them about our itinerary and everything and the scheduling and everything. So but I just think it's a necessity that our crew wouldn't be able to make the CAPI Camp because of work schedules. Oh, that sucks, North Alabama or Ben. That really does, man. I hate to hear that. We do them throughout the year, though. We don't just do one a year. Like I keep saying, this year's CAPI Camp, we do them a lot. And this year, 2021, we're planning on doing a lot of CAPI Camps. So it's not that big of a deal. All right. So come in on the next one. I hate you guys can't make it on this one because this one's going to be amazing. It really is. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, and teams get a huge discount too, by the way. Ben, just to let you know, teams get a huge discount on the class. So if you guys have new people in or old people that have just been doing it a certain way all of the time, I have people that have been in the paranormal for years come and take the class, and they're like, I never thought about that. I never tried it like that. I never knew that. I never did that. And I've had people call me back and say, man, our evidence is so much better now. I'm not patting myself on the back either. I'm patting my team on the back. This class that we've put together, I sat down, oh my gosh, 10, 15 years ago. I don't know. I sat down for about 14 hours and put this class together, and it's been hacked up and rearranged. And it went from a 24-hour to a 12-hour to an 8-hour. But we put in new stuff and revamped a few things. And just here recently, John and Beth kind of got at it and worked together on it and fixed it in a lot of ways and added stuff and deleted stuff and edited it and everything. Because like I said, I sat down for about 14 hours one night and just hashed it out. Because people kept telling me, you need to teach this, you need to show us how to do this, you need to do this, and I just said, okay, fine, I would do it. I have people. You made a great baking cakes. I didn't get to try the last ones. Oh, we're definitely making baking cakes. Absolutely, I am making baking cakes. Every CAPI Camp I make the baking cakes. Absolutely, but I have people call me and after the class and say, hey man, this was amazing. We thank you so much. and and the information we got from this was amazing, and it really is. It's a plethora of information. It really is. They do exist. They really do. Um, and it's great class. It really is. I just have to say it's an amazing class. So teams get a huge discount because I like to show teams the way to do it and the right way. And that's not me being swelled head either. Okay, that's just me. We're talking about 42 years of experience, guys. That's the way that's what I go by. I've had a lot of schooling. I've had a lot of training, but I don't go by that. I go by the time that I've been doing this, the experience. The paranormal is, you can learn all you want to in books and research and classrooms and seminars and all this stuff, but what you learn out there in the thick of it is priceless. That's where the good stuff comes from. All right, but yeah. So anytime North Alabama, Ben, I said I wanted a name, and I still keep calling him North Alabama. I'm sorry, buddy, but yeah, Ben, anytime. We do these all the time. We can do them online as well as a class. We had 10 people, or we can come to you and do a class, but I require at least 10 to 12 people if we come to you and do a class. But on the job training, absolutely, yep. But yeah, just get with me, and we'll set something up for you if you guys are interested in taking that class. So hello, Cherie. So if you guys want to take the class, everybody else, if you want to take the class and you want to have a great weekend, you want to have a lot of fun, come to CAPI Camp. You got to come to CAPI Camp. It is so much freaking fun. Let me get back on that. Fridays, we arrive, we do our meet and greet kind of thing. We set up our tents and get our cabins ready and whatever we're going to be, wherever we're at that time. We help each other set up campgrounds and stuff like that. We don't just set ours up and go to sleep and say, I'll see you guys in the morning. We set ours up and then we go to the next person if they're still doing it. Some people that come to CAPI Camp have never been camping before. We have a family coming this week that did, not this week, but the week of CAPI Camp. I talked to the mom tonight, and she says, I've never been camping before in my own entire life. So we have people that come that has never been camping before. To me, that's silly. I don't understand how that's possible, especially if you live in the South. I was camping I was camping when I was a little baby, man. My family has loved camping, and my family now, we all love camping, and they're all coming. My family's coming too. So we're going to have oh my gosh, it's going to be don't worry about getting a babysitter. If you have kids and you want to come to camp, don't worry about getting a babysitter. Bring the kids with you. They're going to have a bunk house with the kids in it. And it's going to be like a little day or weekend camp out for the, camp, like a summer camp for them. It really is summer camp in February. So they'll have a blast. I promise you. The ones that always come have already started a little thing called CAPI Kids. Excuse me, and they have a blast. They really do. They love each other and they love everything. Dakota is coming. Oh, absolutely, Dakota's coming. She and I are going to be there probably before anybody else. Dakota and I. Paramama's coming, but she has to work that day, so she's coming after she gets off. I think she gets off around 5 or 6. Sometimes I think it's 6 now. I think she went up an hour. Yeah, she's going to come after she gets off work at 6 that night. So she'll be there about 7:30, I guess. She's got to, get off work and get settled, probably get something to eat, and then probably come home and grab some stuff, and then she's coming to Troy, or she may come the next day, depending on how she feels. So after working over 2D off all day. So she may come Saturday morning. I don't know. But Dakota and I will be there that night or that day, Friday, early that day. But all right, after we get everything done Friday, that evening we do a dinner, and we do a fire, and we do stories and just have a good time, maybe eat some s'mores. What time am I getting there, boss man? I hope to be there around 10 or 11 a.m., Beth. I'm hoping to be around there around 10 or 11 a.m. That is my plan as of right now. That may change, but I don't foresee it changing. Right now, I'm thinking at the latest noon. At the very latest noon. But we get there. We get everything set up and everything, and then that night we do a huge dinner, and then we do like I said, we make a fire and we'll tell stories, ghost stories. And great thing about paranormal camping is when you tell ghost stories, they're usually real. They're not made up. They're not the claw on top of the car. They're not that. It's usually real ghost stories. So we have a big laugh and have a lot of fun doing that. And we'll tell funny stories about stuff that's happened to us, like John and his hell dog that attacked him, and me and the country boy that almost got, the 70-year-old country boy that almost got in a fight until I found out he was a ghost, and I don't want to fight him anymore. Ghost dust, right? Yeah, we'll tell stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. It really is. It is a blast. And then that morning, then everybody just kind of drifts off to bed whenever they want to. Usually on Friday nights when everybody stays up the latest, because that's when we're all kind of excited about being there and everything. And so then Saturday morning, we get up and we do a breakfast. Now this Saturday morning, there's going to be a kind of I may bring some Danishes and stuff like that. Maybe have some coffee or something like that. It's kind of Saturday morning is kind of your own kind of thing, because we do the class and I have to get set up for the class. But I may bring some Danishes or some donuts or something like that just to have there at the class for the people that's in the class. So if you're coming, you're not taking the class, you're on your own. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. You can come by and get a donut, I guess. But I may bring something like that or something. It depends on how long when Paramama gets there, but we'll figure that out. But then we start the class usually around 10-ish, because it never happens at 10. But we start the class, and the class goes most of the day, depending on participation and how people percept everything and how they receive me, basically. And how many horror stories are in there, and war stories and everything. But it usually takes about most of the day. And then we will do, that evening, we will do hands-on training. After the class, if there's time, you have free time. You can go and do whatever you want. You can go hiking, fishing. There's a lake there, so if you fish, bring your fishing stuff if you want to, go fishing and everything. Or if you're coming and your spouse wants to come with you, but they're not into this, tell them to come anyway, and they can go and fish, or whatever. Bring their fishing equipment and go fish. Or if you like to hike, they can go hiking or whatever. Or bring your horses and you can go horseback riding if you have horses or whatever. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I'm sure they have plenty of stuff to do. Or you can go into Troy and figure something out too. I think Troy's not a huge town, but it's not a small town either. There's some cool stuff there in Troy. Then, like I said, that's if we have time. It depends on how long the class takes. But that evening we'll do hands-on training. That's when you get the equipment out and you guys learn how to use the equipment. You learn not only how to use the equipment, but why the equipment works. Because none of our equipment is made for paranormal investigations. It's made for other purposes. It just works for us. So, like I always say, if it's made for the paranormal, it's usually BS. It usually doesn't work. All right, so excuse me. We get that out of the way, and then that night we go and we investigate. This investigation is going to be, I think, okay, Cherie, I think it's going to be outside. I think there may be a building that's involved that has some history of paranormal activity in it, but I know the grounds do. So I think it's going to be an outside investigation, but we'll figure all that out when we get there. I think Beth is bringing a generator just in case. And then after the investigation, well, that usually goes kind of late. This investigation that we do is not like any, just like any investigation that we go on, because this is a teaching investigation, and it's also a testing investigation. Because when you do the class and you do the hands-on, the final of that is that investigation. Not only are we teaching you stuff during that investigation, but I'm also watching people, and my team is also watching people, and then they come back to me and say, yeah, this person's they're not going to get it. They're just not getting it. And then we will maybe work with them a little bit more. I won't just say, okay, well, screw them, then they're not getting a certificate. We don't do that, right? I'll go to them and we'll work with that person more, on whatever they have an issue with. It's usually the thing that gets a lot of people attention. What else? Doing it Hollywood's way. I have people actually argue with me during the class, but I know how to handle that. That's no big deal. Been doing it a little while. Kind of kind of got a little bit of experience in this. So, but then after the class, we go back, and if anybody's not, the people that are tired and ready to go to bed, they go to bed. The people that want to stay up and talk by the fire and have some s'mores and talk more ghost stories and stuff like that, or ask questions, that's what we do. We stay up pretty late Saturday night too. And then Sunday morning we get up, we have another breakfast. This Saturday, I forgot. This Saturday, Hufflepuff Paranormal. This Saturday, on this in particular camp, we're also going to be celebrating Beth's birthday. Yeah, we're going to have cake, and I don't know if we'll have ice cream. We may have ice cream. I don't know. Well, I know we're going to have cake regardless. And I think Beth said no presents, but if y'all want to bring Beth a present, bring her a present. I don't care. It's cool. You can just bring her a present. She'll say no. She'll probably even comment and say, no, don't you dare. But y'all do it anyway if you want to. I don't care. If you don't want to, that's fine. Just show up. That's what she wants people to do, is just be there. But I say if you want to bring her a present, bring her a freaking present. Who cares what she says? I don't really care what she says. I'm not scared of Beth. She's not on right now, right? Didn't she say she'll be back? Wasn't that her that said she'll be back? God, I hope so. Oh, that was Cherie. Beth's here. You know, Beth, when I said I wasn't scared of you and I didn't really care what you say, I was actually speaking metaphorically. Just cake, please. See, I told y'all she'd say that. But when I was saying that about you, I was actually repeating what John said. You better be scared now. I'm not scared because that wasn't me. I mean, I am scared of Beth, but John isn't, and John told me everything that I just said, Beth. So I was just repeating. I forgot to say John said. Sometimes I talk too fast before my brain can catch up. And I had that little stupid guy in the back of my head that tells me, hey, it's a stupid, don't say this, but that doesn't listen. And then I say it anyway. I forgot to say, John said, we don't really care what Beth said. That's what, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. I am scared. If you don't want presents, don't bring her no presents. Don't you dare. My Beth says, no, you don't do it. Bring presents if you want to. I don't care. All right. That's what John said. And then that Sunday morning, look at that man face. And then that Sunday morning, we get up and we have our breakfast, like I said, and then we do certificates. You'll get your certificates and everything. I don't know if we're doing certificates at camp. I'll have to ask Paramama if we're doing certificates at camp or not. I know she was ordering some, but they had said that there was. Oh, wait, the mail has been screwed up. Y'all, 2 days ago, I got one of my Christmas presents in the mail. Isn't that crazy? It's been so crazy, man. Especially ordering the stuff that we usually order, like shirts and vinyl for our merch and stuff. It's been nuts, man. Crazy. But we're getting all that handled. But I don't know. You'll either get a certificate there at camp, which is usually what we do, or you'll get one within a couple of days afterwards. We'll mail them to you. So I don't know how that's going to work yet. I don't know if we're going to do that then, or I'll have to get with Paramount and find that out. All right. So regardless, and then after that, we help each other pack up, just like we help each other put up their camps. We help each other break down their camps and get their cars loaded and all that stuff. We don't leave people behind. We don't just watch people as they're working and stuff like that. We never do that. We always help. So we will be there to help you. And if you want to come to CAPI camp, but you don't have any camping gear, don't let that stop you. Please come. I'm not going to be in a tent this year. This time, I got to get away from a year. I don't know why I keep saying year, but if you're not going to be, if you don't have a tent or anything like that, then come anyway. I've got all the camping supplies you need. All right. I'm not going to be in a tent this time, but I'm bringing 2 tents, 2 campsites. I'm bringing 2 campsites with me. So if you don't have one, that's fine. You can stay in one of mine. All right. That's why I'm bringing it. It's for people that doesn't have a tent or stuff like that. So I don't want you guys to go out and buy. That can get expensive. I know it did this last time whenever we went and bought all our camping stuff. It got well into the hundreds of dollars, and it can get even more. So yeah, if you don't have a tent, you want to come, but you don't have a tent, please, please, please don't let that be the reason why you didn't come to CAPI camp, because we can help you there. My entire team has tents. All right. We can help each other out. All right. That's not a big deal. All right. So please don't not come because of that. And don't, oh, and the class cost of the class this time, the tent or the camping is, we've got that covered. But the cost of the class, if you are just taking the class, like a lot of people do, it's $50. That's how much the class costs. If you want to, remember, we're still looking for 2 investigators. So if you want to take the class and be considered as a to be considered to be on the team, then it's $75 because you have to pay an extra 25 because we give you like a t-shirt and more training and all this stuff. But yeah, so if you want to come but you don't have the money, please don't let that stop you from coming to CAPI camp. Okay, contact me, Beth, John, Eric, Michelle, or the other Michelle, or somebody. Contact one of us, or Tom, and say, hey, y'all can PM any one of us and say, hey, I really want to come to CAPI camp. Don't be embarrassed. If nobody cares. Nobody's got money right now. We understand that. So you're not going to be embarrassed, or no reason for you to be embarrassed or anything like that. We've had to cut corners at CAPI too. We've had to rearrange and actually turn down something we do not do is turn down investigations unless they're nuts. We vet our investigations, and if they're nuts, we don't go. But we usually, if it's on the up and up, we don't turn down an investigation. We never say no. We always say, well, we can't get to you now, but we can this late. And sometimes what's just recently happened, y'all can ask Beth, just recently happened. There's John's email. Thank you, Beth. Throw your email up there too. One of y'all throw up my email as well too, please. Throw up mine, Beth's, and John's email if y'all would. Y'all can email any of us and tell us, hey, I want to come, but I just don't have the funds. We're not going to say, oh, well, then you're broke, you can't go. We don't do that. We're going to say, okay, well, food is supplied. That's right. Thank you, Beth. Food supplied. All you got to do is just come. That's it. Just come there and hang out with us. That's all you got to do. If you don't have any money, hey, Donna, if you don't have money to come, don't worry about it. Call us, or not call us, but email us. They're going to hop. They've already got John's up there. Email up there. John and Beth's going to put hers, and one of them's going to put mine. You guys come on and just email us and say, hey, I'd love to take the class. I'd love to come, but I just don't have the money. Don't not come to CAPI camp because of money. Please don't never let that ever be an issue, because we don't care about money. We don't make any money. Thank you. Mine, Beth, and John's email is up there. You guys email us if you want to come, but you can't afford it. Okay? Because we never turn anyone away that can't pay. Ever. I've never in my life said you can't take my class. I'm not letting you in the class because you can't pay for it. All right? I've never done that. Ever, ever, ever. As a matter of fact, this class used to be free. The only reason it's not free now is because everybody kept telling me, you got to start charging for this. You got to quit paying for all this on your own. All right. So that's the only reason we charge for it. All right. And we don't make any money off that. All that goes right back into education. We don't, as a team, we don't divvy up the $50 and say, here, let's go get a dinner with this or whatever. Everything goes right back into education. Okay. We don't make any money off of this stuff. We never will. We're not looking to make money off of this. That's not why I'm in the paranormal. That's not why my team's in the paranormal. I tell my team if you're want to be on the team as an investigator, the first thing they get told is, if you're looking for fame and fortune, you need to scoop. You need to start stepping, because you're not getting it here, because it doesn't come with this. So we're not in it for that. We're in it for the passion of the paranormal and for letting people know the real way to do it instead of all this crap that's out there. They're just the best people. Oh, Haley, you're the best people. Can we give a class away? Yeah. Y'all want to do that real quick before we get started on demonology? Our third, isn't this the third one? Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah, I think so. Is it the third? Yeah, because we skipped one because I didn't have a show because I was sick or I was tired. My head was, bleh. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, this is the third one. You can come up with a trivia question. Okay. Anybody that wants to come to CAPI camp, but you can't afford it or you just don't want to pay, let's do a it's the third. Yeah, I thought it was the third. I knew it was the third one because I skipped that one. And this isn't the topic tonight is we're breaking them down and looking at them each one. Then the next one is a surprise. But yeah, John's going to come up with a trivia question. You guys want to come to CAPI camp? Anybody that wants to come to CAPI camp? But you don't want to have to pay for it. You don't want to have to pay for the class because you're not paying for camping. We've got that, and we got your food. So you just want to come without even and take the class without having to pay for it, John's fixing to give you a chance to do that right now. Anybody can play. Anybody can do it. Even clients. Anybody can play except for members. You guys, team members can't do it. But John's fixing to throw up a trivia question. When you guys see the trivia question, I want you to start answering it. All right. I want you to be quick about it because I don't go to Google. Do something that they can't Google, John. Do something that Google won't know, if that's possible. Is that possible? He's going to throw that up. Make it a good one, John. I love trivia. Let's do trivia. You're eating and Mama's eating in my ear. Watching. I'm sorry, we went to a birthday party. On Sundays, we always have family day. I just lost my tilt. There we go. On Sundays, we have family day. And today's family day was a birthday party for one of the kids. And we got there late because we get to everything late because my wife is super slow. I married a sloth. And I married a hoarding sloth. She's a hoarder and she's very, very slothy. Is that a word? Did I just make up a new word? All right, here we go. Well, I can't see it now. All right, the Patterson-Gimlin film is an American short motion picture of an unidentified subject, which the filmmakers have said was a Bigfoot. What year was the film shot? All right, the Patterson-Gimlin film is an American short motion picture of an unidentified subject, which the filmmakers have said was Bigfoot. What year was the film shot? I know this because I just saw it the other day. I just watched that. I watched a documentary that had that on it. Anyway, they had pizza at the party, and we got there late, so there was no more pizza. So I had to have sandwiches later. I had to do the research, and when I got through with during the research, I had some sandwiches, a couple sandwiches, and I was really hungry. So I have some donuts now. I hope I'm not offending anyone by eating donuts. John, you got a good one. No one knows. That's crazy. I bet you there's a couple of team members that know. They just can't say. People text me during the show. They do that every Sunday. Oh, wait a minute. People are saying stuff. Hold on. Mine, I don't know why. It does it on the phone. Hopefully I'll be having the laptop back soon. Mom said 1966. Not real sure exact date, but maybe upper 1800s. Okay, go away so I can see the last one. Mom said 1966. Does anybody else? I'm not saying anything. I'm letting John handle this one. You hadn't said anything yet, so y'all still have a chance. If you Think you know, throw it up there. Clients can answer too. I know we have some clients on. Y'all can answer too. Because you have to pay for the class too. It's a discount, but you still have to pay. You get it for free. Get one class for free. Y'all gonna have to tell me if somebody says anything. My comments are going away. What the crap? They can't tell me if somebody says anything. I don't know how to. Am I still on? Beth, PM me yes if I'm still on. Yes, I am still on. Thank you, Beth. I don't have comments. My comments went away. That's going to make the show a little harder. Man, that sucks. All right. Are we still doing the trivia, Beth? Yes or no? Sorry. Goodness. The dogs were fighting. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not. This is going to be, you had a few answers. Okay. Did anybody get it right? John, text me or PM me and tell me if anybody got the answer right yet. I don't know how I'm going to do the show. No one's got it right. Man, this sucks. I can't get my comments to come up. Why? Dang, we've been on 53 minutes and I might have to cut it out. I might have to stop and come back. Just never done this before. Unfortunately, it won't tell me what you guys are saying on PM now either. It only gives me about 3, and then it stops showing me. It just shows me that Beth just PM'd me. Beth, you got a lot of fire in Tom's butt. Tell me, give me my laptop back. Dang it, man. Let me see what John said. Sorry about the finger, guys. Oh, yeah, I already knew that, John. Thank you, though. You had a few answers. Yes, no, okay. Then somebody else. No, there they are. Hey, we got it. 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 I wonder why that did that. Hold on. Let me go back. All right. I've got my messages back, guys. All right. Let's see. Mom said 1966. That was the last thing I saw. I don't think they're feeling it tonight. Yeah, right? Sweet night to you. Hi, Jesse. Yes, you're still on. John says, yes, you're still on in the comments. I couldn't see the comments. Hi, Caleb. CAPI, you're on. Yeah, I couldn't see the greetings, Caleb and Jesse. What the heck is that? That was the dogs, I bet. Bigfoot attack. Yeah, that's what it was. Haley says 1968. No, that's not right. Possibly 1930 or 1940. No, that's not right. Close. I am learning this YouTube stuff, and I had no idea y'all go live here. Who's that? Jesse Lee. Yes, we go live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Jesse, welcome aboard. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, if anybody's on right now that has not hit the subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. Tell us that we give it a like. We only have 4 likes right now, and there's 9 people on, so there's 5 people that doesn't like me. I'm so sorry. So please go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when we go on, because sometimes we do shows that aren't scheduled, but scheduled shows is every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we talk all things paranormal. Yay, he's back. Yes, I'm here. Are you going to tell her, John? Or you want me to? Haley, is that a question or your answer? Is that a question or your answer, Haley? Because it says her answer, and then it says question mark, or I don't know, or something. Yeah, I don't know, and then laughing. Answer, because I've not been right the whole time. So none of your answers have been right? Is that what you're saying? None of your answers have been right. Congratulations, Haley. I don't know, because she says none of her answers have been right. Went to the funeral for the guy who wrecked on the interstate. A semi truck. I was friends with his family. Oh, I'm sorry, Donna. Well, pray for his family. I'm so sorry. Okay, John gave it to her. Haley won. You guys get a free class. Dun, dun, dun. Congratulations. It was 1967. Mm-hmm. You get a free class. Now, who answered that, Haley? You or Mama? Who came up with the 1967? Was that you or Mama? Was that you or Pam? Peterson Gimlin Pam was shot in 1967. Yep. Mama. Okay. I was just curious if you would say. So yeah, you guys come on. One of y'all don't have to pay. You know what? It was a team effort. It really was. Don't y'all agree? Wasn't that a team effort? What do y'all think? Was that a team effort or not? One person agree with me. Oh, maybe you are, and I just don't see it. Yeah, team effort. I can't see it. It won't show me when I have. Do it, Johnny. Okay. Neither one of y'all pay. Dun, dun, dun. Haley, you and Pam are both free. Y'all just got to come see us. That's all you got to do. Just get there. We love y'all so much. We're so happy you're all coming. All right. If there is nothing else, we talked about merch. You guys want some merch, go to right here, CAPIParanormal.com, or hit the link that John put up earlier and go get our merch. It's still available. We do have some other merch available. So if you see something, you want something that's not on there, let us know. Contact me or Paramama if you want to know about stuff that we don't. Not really into Bigfoot that much since he's not been lately. Yeah, right. I'm not really into Bigfoot that much either. We don't really get into the whole Bigfoot thing and the Sasquatch thing. But if you want some merch and you don't see it on there, let us know and we'll do it. We also have some merch that isn't listed on the page yet. But it will be. But we have masks. We have some comical shirts that you can get, like it's a ghost. Our mask, that's what it says, is it's a ghost. It's got the guy going, it's a ghost. And hey baby, come on in.
I know you're.
Is that mine? Would you bring me a drink out of the fridge?
Yes.
Thank you so much, sweet baby.
Wait, can I say hi?
Yes, please come say hi. Everybody's going to be wondering where
I
you
got
are
an idea.
anyway. Oh, no, not on the bed. Come this way. Can you get all that booty through there?
Stupid.
Look, everybody, it's... Say hi. I didn't say wave, I said say hi.
CAPI attack!
Oh, she's giving you all a hug. Can I have a CAPI attack so they'll know what it looks like?
CAPI attack!
That is the CAPI attack.
Can I show them?
No.
Man it.
Screens on screens don't look well. All right. The book club. We're just waiting on Beth's go ahead on that, right? I know some people have ordered the book. So we may be waiting on them to get their books, but the book club is still coming. Y'all do not give up on us. We're still going to do it. We're just waiting on Beth's go ahead. So be looking out for that on Facebook and on here. As soon as she gives the go ahead, we will be making an announcement on our live and on our Facebook venues as well. The CAPI Paranormal page or the Alabama Paranormal page. And of course, I'll make an announcement on here as well. So I think that's everything. Book club, cafe, camping. We are still looking for 2 investigators, guys. I need 2 investigators really bad. I want to be able to, I haven't talked to the team about a couple of things yet, so I'm not going to go on here and say it yet because I don't do that unless I talk to my team first. But I've got some ideas on how we're going to make a little bit more efficient, everything a little bit more efficient. Beth and I kind of briefly talked about it, but we need to, it's not getting, it has been hectic for us. We've been having a lot of investigations and we still have a lot of people that want us to come help, and that they've had to put it off or we've had to put it off, and I don't want to be able to make it a little bit easier on everybody so that we don't have to tell anybody no again, because I can't stand telling people no. That drives me crazy. It really does. I first started this team back in 05 or was it 15? This team was started. I don't know. But when I first started in the paranormal, when I first started investigating, I said that I would never turn anybody down, and I've never had to until now. So because it exploded on us. It really did. It's gotten crazy. And a lot of that is thanks to Beth. The team being where it's at right now has a lot to do with the fact that we got John on. And Beth, everybody on our team has contributed in so many different ways. We now have a researcher on our team because that's what that person is really great at. We have our case manager who is oh my gosh, I never thought I would find a better case manager. You know, I never thought that I would get a case manager as good as the one that I have. But it's crazy how good she is. Beth is just, she is crazy good. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever get anybody better than John. I really didn't. And Beth, I'm not saying Beth's better than John. I'm just saying I didn't know there were two people out there as great as these two people are. I really didn't. And then Tom comes along and I fall in love. And Eric and Michelle come along, and I'm just, oh my gosh, the team is just, it's crazy how great this team is. It really is. It just, it's nuts. It's just, it baffles my, I've missed so much. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get to you. But, oh, Switzerland. Hello from Switzerland. Absolutely. But, I, John and Beth and Tom and Michelle and Eric and Paramama and our co-founder Corey, it just, I'll sit and think about it and I start to tear up. I really do, because you guys, the people that know me, know how passionate I am about this field. They really do. And I'm going to get started on the demonology in just a second. Just give me a second, okay? When I get in my bragging mode about my team, I just can't stop. So you guys, if you don't want to hear it, plug your ears, go get a beer, take a piss, or make a sandwich. I just, all my life, remember, I started in this when I was 8. So this has been me since the beginning. You know, not long after I started remembering stuff, I was into the paranormal. And I always wanted a team. And there's been a few times that I thought I had that too, the team that I wanted. I mean, there's been a few times back whenever, not long after we started this team, this particular team, CAPI, um, I we were in Selma, and it grew huge. It got real big. Everything was come in. Everything was wonderful. The okay, the people and the response, you know, from the public and from the media and everything like that, it just exploded on us. And we were able to work with different organizations in Dallas County, to start the history tours and the haunted walks and the spirit investigations out of Cahaba. And it just blew up into something so huge. And the team had gotten so famous and so well known, and people wanted to be a part of it, you know. So we at one time had pretty close to 30 members. I think our top number was 28. I think how many people I think I had at one time was 28 people on the team. And I was ecstatic. I was just like, oh my gosh. I had section teams. I could, you know, send a team here and send a team there. Um, and it was just amazing. And I was training all these people, and we were doing classes like every weekend and investigations every weekend night. And it was crazy. It really was. And then it started. When you get to be that big, when you get to have that many people, um, combating drama and stopping uh, back talk, and you know, and I don't mean back talk by not being obedient. I mean back talk by talking about someone behind their back. It's hard to combat that when you have that many people, and I learned that. So I started having to let people go. And, you know, anytime someone would, you know, step out of line more than a couple of times, I said, I'm sorry, you got to go. So a lot of teams started branching off of us. And when you have animosity and you have people leave you because of negativity, and whether it be on your side or theirs, whatever the case may be, then people start talking. And so we had several teams pop up, about 6 right off the top of my head, popped up within just a few weeks from people that were on our team. Um, and so some bad blood started happening. Some of that back talking started happening, and they were trying to turn people against us, and trying to turn organizations against us and all that stuff. But we had done built up such a rapport with these people that we would get the calls from those people. We'd get calls from clients, we'd get calls from organizations, and they would say, this person said this, this, and this, and this, but we don't believe it. We still back you. And so then we got real small. The team got really, really, really small, down to three people. And it was great. It was so awesome. It really was. I loved it. But then we moved here from Selma to Millbrook, and some different things started happening with CAPI, and I was doing, I was working at 2 different places, for my regular job, and just nonchalantly one day I picked up the phone and called a local chamber of commerce and asked them about their haunted areas and stuff, and they said, well, come on in and let's talk. And so I went in, and then we did an internet television show and a couple of radio shows, and it blew up into this big thing where we started another tour in Wetumpka, and so the team kind of grew more a little bit then, and we had a blast for several years, and then that's when I thought I had the team that I wanted. I really had the team that I wanted. Then I thought I was there. And then the legs got knocked out from under my chair at that point. And some friends that I thought were till the end turned out to be the end. So, but there's no hard feelings there. We're still friends with some of those people, not friends with some of those people. But so I got to a point where I pretty much decided that I was just going to do away with it. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I'm just done. And Corey was even talking about our co-founder, Corey. He was kind of getting away from it a little bit too. And it was just like, okay, just, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't, whatever. So I got a call to come on a radio show, and I went and did the show. And I got a call for a speaking engagement. And I went and did that. I met a couple of people, and they said, you really need to do more shows, more radio shows. They said, we really like that. So I went on a few more of the radio shows, and through that and Facebook and CAPI, me and Corey kind of getting back into it a little bit, really hitting it hard, and creating the Facebook pages, and doing this CAPI Live when we first started on Facebook, and then we met John, and oh my God, when John came on, and then more people started coming on after John too, and then Beth, and we had a lot of people, and it was starting to grow kind of big again, and I was getting scared. I was like, ugh. But and then the drama happened again, and I just knew it was fixing to happen. I was like, oh my gosh, we're fixing to lose this team. If this happens, I'm done with it. I'm just going to retire. I'm not going to do the paranormal anymore. I'm just, as passionate as I am about this, I didn't want to go through that heartache that I'd already been through. I saw it coming. And I had team members that were great. I had team members that wasn't so great. I had team members that were awful. And the great ones were telling me, this is what's happening, and you need to know about this. And the not so great ones were saying, well, this is what this person's. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm losing it, And then somebody that I really, 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 really cared for was on the team. And because of some personal stuff that happened there, that had to be severed as well. And it was just, I said, oh my God, here we go again. And when the dust settled, the people that were left still standing became probably the greatest team that CAPI has ever had, without a doubt. I got up and brushed the dust off my shoulders and my knees and my elbows and looked around, and a few people were still standing up. And those people looked at me and said, we're willing to go to bat. We're willing to keep this thing going. We're willing to do the work, to do the sacrifices, and keep this thing going the way that you want it to go. And it's been amazing ever since. It really has. I'm a little weirded out, a little squeamish, I guess you'd say, about bringing some more people on, but we can't help it. We got to have, I need 2 more investigators. So we don't have to tell people no anymore, so that's why we're looking for 2 investigators. Guys, when you join this team, and this is not a sales pitch, because if we don't get 2 more investigators, I'm good. It would help a lot. But if it comes down to the point to where we vetted these people, because now we have to agree 100% across the board, everybody has to agree. If someone comes on and they take the class and they just shine through the class, they do the hands-on and they already know everything. They do the investigation and they're better at it than I am. And everybody's just like freaking out on them. And then we go and we say, okay, we need you to come back on another investigation with the team, a real investigation. Excuse me. And the team's going to vote. And that's how we do it. You do the class, you do the hands-on, you do the investigation. And then if we like you and you do want to be on the team, we go as a team and we discuss it. And then we invite you to come on in our next investigation, which is a real client-based investigation, a sanctioned investigation through the team. And then after that, the team gets together and we say, yay or nay on that individual by, from what we've seen them through the class and the training and then the investigation, how well they work together. When voting time happens, we get together and I say yes. Beth says yes. Michelle says yes. And Eric says yes. And Tom says yes. And John says no. No. I know you guys like them, but this, and this happened. I told them this, and this was what happened with this. And I say no. I don't question John. I don't go to John and say, man, are you sure? Come on, dude. I really like this person. I think they'll be really good. Come on, man. I don't do that. Beth doesn't go to John and say, John, I really wish you would reconsider. It's unanimous yes or it's nothing. And the reason that is because I don't ever want CAPI to be associated with that drama, that animosity, that unprofessionalism. I don't ever want a client to be in the crossfires of what can happen whenever just one person doesn't like that investigator. So I'm an asshole like that, but sometimes, but I'm usually right. Yes, you are. Beth is too. Beth is one of the, John too, but Beth, within 5 minutes of meeting somebody, she can come to me and she'll say, that person's going to be all right. Or that person, Beth she reads people good, really good. John does too now. Don't get me wrong. John is good too. John's told me a few times. As a matter of fact, the last big drama person we had on the team, John told me. In the beginning, John said, I just don't know. I just don't know about this one. But we gave him a chance, and I should have listened to what he said. And now I do. I listen to all my team. I really do. And because we're not we're not a dictator type team. I don't go to my team and say, okay, I'm the founder, I'm the boss. This is how we're doing this. This is what we're going to do on this. This is how I want this ran. We're not that type of team. I'm not that type of person. Beth's not that type of person. Well, Beth is kind of. Beth, if she gets something, she says, yes, we're going to do it. We don't argue too much with Beth because Beth's quite frightening and she owns a lot of guns. But, and she lives by a lake that is just begging for bodies. So we don't really argue a lot with Beth. But, John, doesn't, as the team manager, he's the number 2. He doesn't go to the people in the team and say, I don't really care if you don't like this. Then we're potatorship. We're not a dictatorship. We're a potatorship. We get together as a team and we discuss stuff, and that's how it goes. And all that said, Tom, Beth, John, Michelle, Eric, I love you guys like you're my family. And thank you from the very, very bottom of my soul. Thank you for making CAPI what it is today, because I could not have gotten it here without you. And it wouldn't be what it is today without you guys. And I talked to a team member not long ago that said, I just wanted to make sure I didn't do anything wrong, and that I didn't want to think anyone didn't want us here. And I told them, just like I've told John and just like I've told Beth, I don't want to do this without you guys. And I'm not kidding about that. I can't go through that heartache again of losing friends and family and this team. I'm not strong enough to do that. So I don't want to do this without you guys. I will not do this without you guys. You are amazing. And I love you guys so, so much. And I hope you know that I appreciate everything you do for this team, because I really do. And that's from the heart. And I hope I tell you guys that enough. And I hope I show you that. Not just tell you, but I hope I show you how much I appreciate you. I really do. So, all right. Now let's talk. Wait a minute. Let me catch up with your comments. I'm sorry. I forgot. Is it going to give me comments? No, it's not. Yes, it is. There it is. Okay. I guess it's how I hold my mouth or put my finger on there. That's what she said. Okay, no, I didn't see that. We love the CAPI team. Oh, Haley, we love you too. I appreciate my clients too. Man, we have got the greatest clients. Remember when I said when people leave and they want to run their mouth and talk about us and stuff like that? We had one that come back and said, well, this wasn't someone that left. This was one of the psychics. Y'all know how I am about psychics, and I plow into them and I destroy them. And one of them got mad because she knew who I was and my reputation on psychics and calling them out. But she said that I had a client that didn't like me, that I just left high and dry and I didn't help out or didn't do anything for. I called her out in public and I said, name that client. That's all I want you. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that to you. I said, I'm giving you permission. Hurt me. Go ahead. Name that client, because you can't name that client. That's why. And the people that she was telling it to even said, well, I guess she's full of, they said, I guess she's full of bullshit. That's what they said, because she can't name it. And she couldn't, because our clients don't do that. They don't go and say stuff like that, because our clients are the best people in the world. Why are they like that? Because the way we treat them. We're always there for them. I had one call me tonight before the show and said, I'm so sorry to call you before the show. I said, don't be sorry to call me before the show, because you can call me anytime, day or night, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's no time that my clients can't call me. I have people call me at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. I never get mad. I'm there. I'm always there for them. And that's why our clients love us so much. And we love them too. We like to love on our clients. We like to help our clients. We like to get our clients to come to our meet and greets and our camping trips. And we just have so much fun. We become a family. And that's the way this team is. I'm reading y'all's comments while I'm talking. I can do that, actually. The people here have been placed here for a reason. John, you're right, John. You were placed here. Y'all don't get me started. I won't even get started back on that again, because I'll start crying. Y'all just don't know how passionate I am about this and how passionate I am about my team. Hey, did you find out the lady of the day? No, I didn't, Don. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it since we talked about it. I'm not trying to be a douche, Donna, but I've been to Bear Creek. It's all teenagers and folklore. And what is it called? What is it called when people talk about stuff like that? Urban legends. That's all it is. So I don't even believe the story about the lady that looks for her baby and cries and blah 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 blah. I don't think there is anybody that died out there. Hurts when you have to learn the hard ways. I'm sorry I went through that. Yes, Jesse Lee, it sure does hurt, man. God almighty, hurt. That's sad, but it's said a house divided can't stand. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree. Yeah. Well, we don't agree to disagree on our team in APR. Or Ben, I'm going to call you Ben. We don't agree to disagree. We either agree or we don't do it. This is why we have to all agree on new members. That's right, John. That's absolutely right. We have to agree 100% on new members. Yep, it freaked me out when the CAPI group was in danger of ending. Yeah, we never in danger of ending. I was just me. All right, I read that. John says I'm an asshole, but I'm a good one. Love you, boss. Oh, Beth, I love you too, baby. Oh my gosh. Beth is just everything. Beth is just everything. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this team. Oh, John, thank you for giving us the opportunity of knowing you. Giggling too good, too cute. Potato. That's right. What John said. I went to a psychic last week. I knocked on the door of her business and she said, "Who's there?" I got into my car and left. He sent me that that little cartoon. I was driving and I read that. And I almost had to pull off the side of the road. I was laughing so hard. Went to a psychic, knocked on the door, and she said, "Who is it?" I turned around and left. You ought to know who it is. sometimes we're meant to do what we do. That's right. That's absolutely right. All right, I got called up. All righty. Oh, my eyes were tearing up and everything. Y'all just don't know. Y'all get me preaching up in here. You don't want to hear me preach. I promise you, you don't. You get the same thing with Buck 250 at the Self-Righteous Baptist Church, sitting on the front pew next to Bertha Better than you. All righty. Let's talk about some daemons. Daemons. Y'all want to talk about daemons? What have we talked about so far? Demonology session 3. That's right. I need more light. I have to work on that next time. All right. I'm sorry. Let me get this down. I'm not going to eat anymore while I'm doing this. I'm sorry. Okay, it's coming over to bring me a drink. All righty. Here we go. What have we talked about so far? Are y'all answering me? I just don't know it. Where is session 1 and 2? I'm so behind on studies. Forgive. It's on here. You can go back and look at them, Jesse. Demon origin, will, purpose, etc. There you go. Thank you, Ben. Yeah. We talked about where demons came from, their purposes, what they do, basically, their powers and our powers over them, and what we can and can't do, and what they can and can't do. So now what we want to do is we want to break them down, right? We want to look at the different categories. If you remember, whenever we talked about what demons are, we talked about free demons and we talked about bound demons, right? Now there's different categories of demons, but basically they're either free or they're the previous 2 sessions are here on this yeah, exactly, on this channel, Jesse. You can go back and watch those anytime you want. All right, but we talked about free and bound demons when we were talking about types and what they are and what they can do and what they can't do. And they're all part of, and this is coming from a Christian sect. All right, it's not. We're not going to go into Roman mythology and the Greek thinking of it and the Catholicism and all that. We're not going to go into that because all it does is it says the same things in different form. If you understand what I'm saying, it's kind of like the Bible. Look at the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Also discuss demons' abilities, right? What they can and can't do, right? The Bible is one book, right? Now we can argue about how many chapters were left out of the book, how many were taken out of the book. There's a school of thought about I don't know, pick a sin, homosexuality. There's a big one that's on that's been on the agenda for the last 10 years. Where you have a set of people that are saying they're Christian homosexuals, and you have a set of people that say you can't be a Christian homosexual because of what God said about, it being an abomination. and you'll die and stuff like that. But there's another set that says the original books, the original Bible actually never mentions homosexuality. Homosexuality. I can't talk tonight. Never mentions homosexuality. That was put in. That was added to. So, and I don't want to get on a debate about that. So don't start on that, please, because I feel whatever you want to feel on that. I'm not building a soapbox for anybody to stand on, so don't step up. I just want you to see that this religious sect can translate the Bible in this way, and this religious sect can translate the Bible in this way. See what I'm saying? And so, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much good versus evil, bad attitude, bad behavior, bad life, good attitude, great behavior, eternal life. And how you, not just good behavior and actions and words and stuff, but also acceptance and opening your heart and stuff like that. My close the Bible, y'all may be able to help me a bit while I was okay, absolutely. Excuse me. So I don't want to go into the different religions, and I want to go into the different theologies and all of that to explain this, because I'm just going to go with the Christian sect, because, and the only reason I'm doing that is because if you do your research, which I want you people to do, I want you to go back and do your own research. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about you guys doing something in the research field in just a minute. But as I said, this third one is we're breaking down the demons. All right, I want to break down the demons and see who they are and what they do and what they're over and their hierarchy and all that. Because remember, I told you in the second session that demons are their mannerism and their mission statement, if you will, is military like, much like angels, the army of angels, right? Just like the army of demons. And it all comes from, and remember, this is all based on the Christian side. It all comes from the fallen angels. The Bible does say that when Satan left, he took a third of the angels with him. Now, I don't know how many, it doesn't say how many angels were there before, but each one has a huge number of legions. And you know, a legion translated biblically is 3,000 to 6,000. And let's just look at one of the seven princes. Let's see, who was it that I believe it was Asmodeus had 66 legions, I believe. He was in charge of 66. Yeah, Asmodeus has, what you know, Asmodeus is the demon of lust. He has control of 66 legions. So that's 66 times at least 3,000, maybe 6,000. So a third of the angels that left, and that's just one of the seven demons. That doesn't count the many, many other demons. All right. What I was planning to do whenever I first started the research on this, because I didn't really think about it, but I was planning to do, and even talked to John about this, was that I was going to break down alphabetically every demon out there, and we were going to talk about there. Then I got to looking at it, and I got to remembering. I'll do that sometimes. I'll get an idea in my head, and I'll say, I'll do some research on that, and we'll make a show out of it. And I did that with this too. I said, you know, we'll do demons. And then I said, the third section, I'm going to break down every demon. Guys, remember, there's a lot of demons out there. I looked at it and I said, and that's what I was talking about. I was going to tell y'all about, you know, what you can do your research on. Go and do your research on all the demons. All right. Have some time on your hands because there's a lot of them. But it does break them down. Some of the teaching aids does break demonology down to the alphabetically of all the demons, and you can go in there and you can go through the whole thing and name each and every single one of them and all that. Do your research, okay? Don't just go by what I say. Do your research. It's a fascinating field if you want to get into demonology. It is an awesome field. We've been talking about, that would be a 27-part study, Johnny. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be no 4 shows, man. We'd be into this thing a while. So get your research and do it. And like I said, we've been talking about doing a demonology class, but I decided against it because of the liability there. I said, I don't want to send people out to do stuff that I don't know they're ready to do. So I'm not going to teach you how to do that, how to combat a demon, but I will give you a little teaser about next week's show. I am going to tell you the steps to take whenever you come across something like that. All right. So be looking forward to that. Oh, and I tried to get the thing. I don't know what it is. I think it's my phone, but I can't put anything down here in the comments with my phone. So I wasn't able to put the, Bible verses down there, but I do have a list of them tonight. So you guys get your pens, your pencils, and your paper ready. All right. All right. So let's go. Everything derives from the falling angels, the rebellion against God. We've already just talked about that. Where I'm sorry, I can't. Azamil, I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. Or Satan, when he became after the rebellion. He was the highest angel. He was the number 2 guy, basically. He was known as the destroyer. I beat him whenever he was cast down, when he rebelled against God. And you remember we already said why he did that, why he rebelled against God, why he's the most powerful of the fallen. His name is Satan now. And I'm sorry, I was looking at my notes. I lost my spot. But he was the one that stepped up, basically. Let's put it that way. He stepped up and said, you know what? I can do this a heck of a lot better than you. Remember, it all stemmed from us. All right. That's what started this whole thing, is the idea of us. It was before we were even, created, but it was the idea of us and what God's plan was for heaven. And, Azamel, I know I'm not saying that, Azamel, I think it's Azamel, stepped up and he said, I can't get on board with this, dude. I don't think this is the direction that heaven needs to be going. I don't see that this is our, I don't see that this is where heaven needs to go. Someone said something right outside the door, John. I heard it too. But yeah, it was somebody was right outside the door. I think they were asking about how to open the dryer. I think that's what he said. I couldn't understand him, but yeah, that's what you heard. But lost my train of thought. I do that so well, so easily. Oh, but he said, I don't agree with your plans. I don't see that this is the direction that heaven needs to go in, and I think that I could do a lot better, and I'm going to. He didn't go to God and say, hey, can I take over? And God said, no, you can't take over. Go to hell. He didn't go like that. He just said, I'm going to take over. I'm going to do this. And God says, no, you're not. He says, I'm still the most powerful. You can't defeat me. And we're going to get into that train of thought too. That's very interesting with the way the demons think. And it goes along with, or it marries a statement that I make all the time. The team will contest to it. And when I talk to people about demons and if they have demons in their homes and stuff like that, it goes to that fact. And you'll see how we kind of couple all that together. It's very interesting. I love it whenever I find biblical or researchable or anything like that. I find these things that kind of tie into the way I say stuff whenever I'm talking, because it brings back and it says, okay, yeah, I'm reading what's up here correctly, you know, and that's a big thing. I've told y'all that before. I want to be able to tell you and portray to you what I see and what I think on the paranormal, but I'm scared sometimes I don't do that well. Okay, cool. I was trying to mark it in case it was Toby. Good job, John. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't Toby. It was Gabe. His name is Gabe. I it really, it makes me feel like the last, I think it was the last show when Tom said something. I can't remember what we were talking about. And he said something, and it just, I was like, oh my God, you get it. Yes, yes. It makes me feel so good. So when someone gets something that I'm trying to say, because I know I'm not always the best sayer of my thoughts. I don't always describe my thoughts in a way that I feel other people will understand what I'm trying to say. I try to take the dummy version and smarten it up, because everybody's smarter than me. I have to go by the dummy version here, and then when I tell them, I have to say, okay, not duh duh duh, but blah blah blah. You know, so it makes me feel good whenever I find those couplings that tie everything together. So we know that Satan decided, hey, I can run this place a heck of a lot better than you can, and he didn't go into him by himself either. He took legions with him. He took a lot of the angels with him. A third of all the angels went with him to the chamber and said, hey, we're taking this place over. We can do this. And God said, no, you're not. He cast them out of heaven and into hell or earth. He gave them power over such. So let's break them down now. Let's look at them as what they are. And we're going to break them down into first, we're going to break them down into categories, and then we're going to talk about the 7 princes of hell, or the main 7 demons, which, you know, 7 sins, 7 demons. There's a Christian sect believes that there's a demon for every sin. That demon governs that sin. Now, I believe that. I do believe that there are demons that, you know, because the 7 sins are governed by 7 princes. But the 7 deadly sins are governed by 7 princes. But I also believe that the worker demons, if you will, are demons of opportunity. Okay. We already know that the devil made me do it doesn't work, right? We can't be a serial killer or serial rapist or serial whatever and sin all our lives and then die and go to heaven and look at St. Peter and say, hey, you got to let me in, man. It wasn't me. The devil made me do it. Well, St. Peter's going to say, well, yeah, we're going to go over all that. We're fixing to watch a movie of your life. And we're going to find out that the devil didn't make you do it. The devil suggested you do it. The devil offered you to do it. The devil gave you opportunity, but he didn't make you do anything. You did everything on your own. That's why we're judged on our acts. All right. The devil's not judged on our acts. All right. He's already got his fate. It's already done. All right. So we're judged on our acts because of this is what we did. All right. So the demons of elements, the fiery demon. The fiery demons are kind of a mystery. They're doing something. We don't know what they're doing. They never come to our realm. They're basically in dark space. They have no interest of us whatsoever or our realm. They are complete opposite. They work complete opposite of our realm. They have no desire to be here whatsoever. They're on an unknown mission. I don't really even know how we know they exist. I really don't. I'm no scholar when it comes to that. I don't know. I want to do some more research on them because they're really interesting, but it's said that they are working on a secret agenda that is not of our realm and not of our concern. So fiery demons are very interesting. I want to get some more research, and you guys do your own research on them as well. But yeah, it said that they're working on something completely. They do have an agenda. Remember, demon has to have a mission. It has to have an agenda. It screw tape. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I'm going to do some more research on them because that's really, and got me to wondering, got me to thinking a lot on that on the um, velocity of a lot of that too. So um, aerial demons. Now they are they're not part of our realm. They're not in our realm. They are in the demonic realm, but they're always seeking a portal, seeking an entrance to um, our realm, um, always seeking to find a way for the destruction of man. They're always flying around, just trying to get in here, and they do get in, unfortunately, because we let them in. Terrestrial demons are earthbound. Um, they're the shapeshifters, if you will. They're the only demons that don't have to possess something to use it. What? um, all the other demons have to possess something. They have to get into a person or to a swine. Remember when we talked about whenever Jesus showed up, and we're going to talk about that again too. When he showed up, they decided, hey, instead of bounding us to the those outer realms there, can we just jump in these pigs? They have to do that. Well, a terrestrial demon, they don't have to have that person or that object or that, not object, but that animal to enter. They can make that on their own. They're considered the shapeshifters, and not really shapeshifters, but they considered shapeshifters of the demon realm because they can transform. They can produce the body to possess, I guess is the best way to say it. Which makes them very dangerous, very, very dangerous. And they are terrestrials are usually not in our realm. All right. They can enter our realm, but they're not usually in our realm. They have to have a reason to be here or a quest to be here. Equestral demons dwell in water, and they're the scapegoats, if you will, for drowning victims and stuff like that. That kind of gets off into Greek mythology a little bit. Because anytime anyone drowned, that's what they would blame it on, which you know how that goes. But they do dwell in water, and they kind of seek out people in the water and ships and stuff like that. But subterraneans are the cave dwellers, and they're usually summoned by disturbation. Someone disturbed their not necessarily their cave or whatever, because you don't have to go to them. Just like any demon, you don't have to go to that demon to disturb them or to summon them. You can call upon them, but if you know how to get to the cave demons or the subterranean demons, they're usually the easiest ones to get to do your bidding. Free demons are the demons that walk in when one of these realms, right? Whether it be a fiery or an aerial or terrestrial or equestrial, subterranean, whatever. They're free demons. They can go wherever they want to go and do whatever they want to do and mess with who they want to mess with and haunt who they want to haunt and all this stuff. They can do all that. But the bound demons, bound free demons. Wait a minute now. You already said that you have the bound demons, which are in that outer space, that that realm, that outer realm that you can't get to. And they're bound because of their sins were so great that God said, you don't even get to go to hell. You got to go way past there. And so, so there are some demons worse than Satan, right? Satan's not bound. Satan's a free demon. He's in hell doing his thing, and he can come to earth because he was given power over earth, right? So, but there are some demons that their sins, we don't know what they were because we weren't told, but whatever they were so bad that God says, you're worse than Satan. Yeah, Satan's bad. He tried to take me on, but you guys, you're filthier than he is. So we got to get you out of here. You can't even hang out with us. You can't even hang out with hell. You so bad you can't even be in hell. So he put him under hell. So the abyss, he just threw them straight out. Remember the demons that Jesus encountered. He said, "Name thyself," and they said, "We are legion, for we are many." And he said, "They said, look, please don't throw us in the abyss for forever torment. We don't want that. Please don't do that. Can can we go on those swine instead?" And Jesus said, "Yeah," but then all the swine committed suicide. So maybe that's where they went anyway. but that conversation gets a lot better too when we kind of delve into it, and we're going to in just a little while. But yeah, so that's basically the breakdown of who of their areas that they can be in and what they can do. And I know we already talked about their abilities. We want to go back into that a little bit just so we can tie it all together. Great strength, mind control, body, physical control, possess humans and animals. They're the leaders and lovers of depression, evil deeds, demons can speak and understand all languages, and not control our minds. It says a demon really can't control our mind. All right. Because remember, a demon can't do anything to you that you don't allow them to do. All right. So in a sense, they can control our mind, but they need our permission to do that. Okay. Well, why would anybody give them that permission? Well, people do it every day. I mean, they do it all the time. I tell people whenever it's a demonic, when we have that long talk afterwards, remember, demonics are a whole different story when it comes to investigating. Remember, my team leaves, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know all that. But the aftermath of that is not like regular investigations either. Regular investigations, I tell the clients, you need us, you call us 24 hours a day. Beth always tells them to call me during the daytime and Johnny at night. So, and they do if they need me. And then if we get evidence that they need to, if we get evidence that they need to know about, or any evidence we get, not just they need to know about, but any evidence we get, we give to them during the reveal and everything. But that's usually pretty much it, unless they call us to come back. But in a demonic, they see a lot of me after the investigation, even after the cleansing. I'm there quite a bit. The last demonic that we had, I went back to that house so much that there were some nights that I spent the night there because it was out in the woods. and the mom and dad said, "We don't want you to leave tonight. It's too late. Can you just stay here?" And so I did. I spent many a night in that house. Got up to many country breakfasts in that house too. Got up to a few evenings of still dark 30 disturbances as well. That was crazy. But yeah, it's a whole new ball game when it comes to that. So but a demon can't control our mind. I hate that it says in my research that it says mind control, because it can't control our minds. All right, it can't do that. It doesn't have that ability. It doesn't have the ability to read our minds. It doesn't have the ability to predict our future, but it does have the ability to recall our past. It does have the ability to influence our mind and influence. That's what it should say, is influence the mind control. It does, our mind influence is what it should say instead of mind control, because it can't control our mind. It doesn't. Not even God took that. Why would he give the demon the ability to do that? God didn't even take that privilege. He said, I'm going to give you free will. That means I don't get to control your mind. I don't get to reach in there and say, this is what you're going to do. You're not going to be my little puppet. God said, I don't want that. I don't want you to love me because I said you have to love me. I want you to love me because you love me. That's why he gave us free will, because he didn't want drones. He didn't want robots. You know, he wanted people that really did love him. And we want that too, right? We don't want our friends and family to love us because we're friends and family. We want them to love us because they like who we are, you know, what we're about. They want us to. We want them to fall in love with us, not be bound to love us. And so, anybody that says, "Well, yeah, Satan or a demon can definitely control your mind," or so you're saying that Satan and demons are better than God? They're above God. God didn't even take that privilege. Why on earth would he give that to Satan? All right. So they can't control our minds. They can influence our minds, though. All right. They do have the ability to influence us. We all know that. You know, I should have stopped at that third beer. I shouldn't have drank those Jägermeisters. You know, I really shouldn't have did that line of Coke. You know, I'm now that I'm sitting in jail, I think maybe that bank robbery was a bad idea. You know, so he can influence us to do bad things, or they can influence us to live our lives a certain way. Or they can influence us not to step towards God, but they can't control us to do anything. All right, they can't control our minds. They can't read our minds, and they can't predict our futures, but they can influence our minds. They can influence our abilities and our actions, and they can influence our futures. All right, and they will do that too. They'll pretend that they can predict the future, but they can. What they'll do is they'll say this, and this is going to happen, and then they'll put the roadblocks and the one ways in place so that that can happen. And it's kind of a crapshoot for them. But if it's something that they can control or whatever, then yeah, it will it will happen the way they said they wanted it to happen. So let's see if I want to go into those. I don't. Abaddon or Satan was his name now. Is often considered to be AIM. That's AIM, AIM. He's the fire demon. He's basically has command over hell. He's the one with the three heads, the serpent, the man, and the cat that we talked about. He has, I believe it was 26 legions. So 26 times 6,000 is to give you an idea of how many people he controls. All right. So let's look at the hierarchy here. And you notice how we've looked at, we've dropped them down. And I want y'all to go back and do research on the alphabetical list of demons. Okay. Please go do that. Not right now, but, you know, in your leisure, go and do that. And let me make sure no one is asking questions and I'm just running my damn mouth. True tape. I do not know what that is. Bad. You may have to take control of another corporal being. Yeah, what type of demon is able to possess a human to hurt another? Good question. What type of demon is able to possess a human to hurt another? We talked about this on our second show, I believe. May have been the first. So the terrestrial. What is? Oh, you were answering your own question. Okay. No, actually, the answer. What type of demon is able to possess a human to hurt another? Any demon can do that. A terrestrial can do that as well. But remember, the terrestrials are the shapeshifters. They don't need that person. Isn't that right? Am I going back on top of myself? Yeah. Terrestrials are the shapeshifters. They're the ones that don't need a human. They can make their own. And they don't need a animal or whatever, whether it be Homo sapien or whatever. They don't need that. But any demon can possess a person, and this is I like this because it goes two ways. Any demon can possess a person to do evil bidding. All right. A demon can possess Bob to go and kill George. But here's the catch. Bob has to have that in his heart first. Okay. It doesn't come naturally. All right. For that demon. A demon, remember, a demon cannot possess us or control us or bid us to do anything that we don't allow it to do. Now, if we do that subconsciously or consciously is totally different. If, like I said that thing last time, no demon can possess Johnny to hurt John. No demon. Satan himself, Beelzebub, Lucifer, whatever you will, cannot possess Johnny and have him hurt John or kill John. He can't have me prick his finger. All right. No one can, no demon out there can do that. Oh, what makes you such a badass, Johnny? The demons can't possess you. I didn't say a demon couldn't possess me. What I said is no demon can possess me and bid me to do a deed that I don't already have it in my heart to do. All right. No demon can possess anyone that is not a murderer or someone that would hurt someone. There's no power on earth that would make me go and hurt John. None. I love John like he's my brother. There's no power on earth that, and we've argued before. John and I have. We've had issues before. Okay, just like every family does. We've argued before, but we got over it. But no time during that I ever say, I just want to go whoop his ass. I just want to go hurt him. I just want to go kill him. None of that ever, because I love John. I love him like he's my brother. All right. So I can't be possessed to go and hurt John. No one that doesn't have that heart of a murderer or an abuser can't do that. They can't be forced to do that by a demon, not even if they're possessed. All right. If you're not already that, now, can a demon possess the heart of someone that does have murder in their heart to go and murder someone? Absolutely, they can. If they are given control of that subject, then yeah, they can have that subject do that bidding. But they can't do it if that's not already in their heart. Okay, I hope I answered that. You can't be forced to do something that's not already in your ability to do. Is it true or false that demons can be male or female? That is true. There are male and female demons. Well, demons aren't really male and female. Demons aren't human, and they never will be. All right. There's only one, and I'm not going to go into it because I think it's BS, but there's only one human that was ever thought to become a demon. Y'all can do your own research on that. It's real easy. But I don't really believe he was a bad guy, but I don't believe he was made a demon. Because we don't become demons when we die. Hitler's not a demon. Okay, he's being tormented by him, but he's not a demon. Stalin's not a demon. I mean, you Jack the Ripper's not a demon. All right, we don't die and then get to decide, oh, that Mother Teresa, she's an angel. And that just tears me up when people say, and it doesn't, I mean, I don't say anything to them, of course, because people say whatever they say and they have to feel whatever they feel to make them feel better during times of grief. But like when someone really young, like a child dies, they're like, heaven needed an angel. No, he didn't become no angel. He probably did go to heaven, because he died before the age of accountability, and so he probably did go to heaven. But he's not an angel now, because we can't become angels. We're not angels. All right. God didn't create us to be angels. He didn't create us to be demons either. We're not demons and we're not angels. Right. We're humans. All right. We're children of God. All right. So no, it can't. They're demons are demons. They're not classified between sexes. All right. You're welcome. So he was willing and the demon knew it. Yeah. I think that most of the time that they would know, that person is capable of that, either by observation or feeling. So yeah, a demonic cannot cause you to go against your own nature. Exactly, John. They cannot cause us to go against our heart, our own nature. If I don't have the nature of being a murderer, if I don't have the nature of abusing someone, then they can't cause me to go and do that. All right, no matter how much possession they do. Okay, that's Hollywood. All right. But do demons have the ability to take human form? Absolutely, they do. We already said that, man. Remember? A terrestrial can take human form and not even have to have a human. Right? That's why I think the Antichrist is going to be a terrestrial. Because it said that it's not going to come out with a long tail and horns and the head of a goat or a sheep or alligator or snake or anything like that. I think it's going to come out to be a very handsome person. A handsome man. I think it's going to be a man. And I think he's going to be very handsome and very pleasant and very nice. And, I mean, he has to be because he's got a lot of people to follow him, right? But so yeah, a terrestrial can definitely take human form because they can take a pig form, or they can take a dog form, or they can take a rabbit form, or whatever they want to. They're shapeshifters type. They're not really shapeshifters, but that's what we say shapeshifters because they have that ability to become whatever they want to become. But now, can a demon, can an under demon become? You know what? I want to say no on the other demons that they can't do that, but that's very interesting. I kind of think they can because demons are notorious for appearing originally in a pleasant form. So a pleasant form might be a child. The first demon I ever encountered, I'm having a stroke. The first demon that I ever encountered was what first appeared to me as a little boy, and later on I found out that was not definitely not the answer. What can a doppelganger be? A demonic manifestation? As we perceive it, yes. We can be perceived to see a doppelganger and it be a manifestation. Absolutely. Can it in real life? No. No, it can't produce us. Or a clone or a doppelganger of us. Unless it's terrestrial. Remember, it can do anything. It can shape into anything it wants. But it would still not be a doppelganger because it would be something that they made up. And the first part of that I answered, I want to explain. They can create our perception, the way we see something, without creating it. See what I'm saying? Not long ago, who was it? Tupac Shakur did a concert. Yeah, I remember Tupac, right? He did a concert in East LA, and he did like a 20-minute set. I think he sang about 2 or 3 of his songs. He was on stage with a mic and doing his concert and rapping and singing and everything. And the weird part about that concert was it was several years after Tupac was killed that he was at this concert. Was he a doppelganger? No. What he was he was a optical illusion created by what is it called? Where they said video games is going next, where you don't have to have a screen, they just appear. What's it called? Oh my gosh, it popped out of my head. John, help me, Radar. what is it called? Hologram. Thank you, John. He's my radar, guys. He reads my mind. A demon can't read my mind, but John can. A hologram. That's what he was. Um, it was a hologram, and it was paid. It would cost to like, I think they said like $150,000 every 4 seconds to produce this. And I think, and I don't think I know. Snoop Dogg paid for it. So every 4 seconds that this thing went on, Snoop Dogg had to pay $150,000 or 140,000. I don't remember exactly. It was 100 something. I think it was 150 grand that he had to pay for this 20-minute set of Tupac doing his show on stage. And in the audience, when you're looking at him, it just looked like Tupac up on stage with a microphone. I think they said there was a few glitches when he would turn, he would stop and turn and go another way, because they're very animated when they rap. And he would go to one end of the stage and re-rapping, and he'd walk to the other ends. And they said when he would stop and turn, there was a little bit of a glitch there, and he would kind of like blink, a little bit. But other than that, you couldn't tell. And it was pretty awesome. Remember that now. Y'all remember that. You have never heard of that. I want you to remember that, because Blue Beam is coming. And I want y'all to know it's not real. It's just a hologram. Y'all don't fall for it. I'm not going into what Blue Beam is. Y'all can do your own research, but just don't believe Blue Beam. Okay, they ain't real. They're not invading. All right, but I think it is coming. But anyway, get off that. Look, a squirrel. And I said that about Tupac to answer your question, John. Can they perceive us to see a doppelganger, which everybody knows doppelganger is an exact carbon copy of us? Mostly believed to be us in a different realm. We're going to do a show on that, by the way. John and I was talking about the other day that we needed to do a show on that. So we're going to do a show on doppelgangers. I think that's a good topic to get on. It is paranormal. But they can create that hologram of us, our doppelganger, and make us perceive it as that without actually creating the real thing, right? So that's what Snoop Dogg did. Snoop Dogg created Tupac on the stage without creating Tupac. He just showed what people's perception of that would be. All right. So yes, I guess they could invent that or invoke that, but they can't. They wouldn't invent that. They wouldn't conjure that. They would conjure our. I know that's why you brought up dog fingers. But they wouldn't conjure that. They would conjure our belief, or not our belief, but our perception of what they're doing. So yes, awesome question. And I knew what you were doing there. All right, so let's talk about the 7 princes of hell. Let's break these guys down, because they're basically the leaders, the hierarchy. Lucifer was the original demon, and of course Lucifer is obviously the original sin, pride. And he had many names after his fall. And he controls all legions. So he's pretty much the leader. He's the boss. Mammon is greed. His concept of wealth. He would torment people with the sin of wealth, of greed. Asmodeus is a demon of lust. He married Sarah, and y'all all heard that story, right? Where he killed 7 of Sarah's husbands on the night before of their wedding, before they could consummate the marriage. I thought that was so cool. I mean, not cool, but I just thought, hey, the 8th one, he wasn't able to kill him. You remember that? He did the fish and the fish heart and the liver on the hot coals, and the smell drove the demon back. So I thought that was really cool. He was the 3-headed Asmodeus was the 3-headed one. He had the body of a man with the head of a man, a bull, and a goat. But he doesn't always appear that way, of course. Uh, 4 is Leviathan. He's the demon of envy. He's the sea creature. He's of the Christian set. He is original Christian set. He was thought to be the gates of hell. His mouth was thought to be the gates of hell. And his entrance, he was not only the protector of the gates of hell, but he was also the gates of hell. But then it was turned out, they changed that belief a little bit, which it still could be true, but they changed that belief to saying that he was the protector of the gates of hell, and that he protected it through the depths. Leviathan was also of Greek and of Roman mythology. It took a lot of doing to get ships into the water because everybody was scared of Leviathan, right? They for a long time, just the same way they thought that if you went too far in a ship on the water that you would run into the sun or you would fall off the side of the flat earth. So take that with it how you will. Beelzebub is the demon of gluttony. He's the chief lieutenant of Lucifer, the second in charge. Basically, he is the second most powerful demon. And his legion count was of 82. He had a legion count of 82. So 82 legions under his belt as the second in command. Satan, the Lord of wrath or anger, and tempter of war. He's the tempter of God and man. The tempter of God. Who can tempt God? Y'all didn't pay attention to Sunday school, did you? God decided to come to earth as Jesus, right? And he was tempted, right? They told him, Satan come up to him and said, "Hey man, jump off that cliff right there if you want to. Can't nothing hurt you. A legion of angels will come down and save you, least you smack your foot on one rock." And Jesus said, "I ain't crazy. My Father said he would protect me, but he also said, don't tempt me." So just to make a point, he probably would have made him splat, right? So Beelzebub is the Lord of sloth or laziness, of course. He's the Lord of sloth, or better known as Abaddon. But he's kind of one of my favorite ones when it comes to the abilities and everything, because he's the granter of wishes. He is usually he is the ugliest and the most vile of all the demons. And he's probably one of the most powerless of the demons. He doesn't have a lot of the power that he has. He commands 4 legions. He's pretty low on the totem pole. That's why he's always listed last. But what is cool about him is he is the granter of wishes. He's that demon that when they say, "I met the devil in the crossroads and I sold my soul to be able to play the guitar," or "I sold my soul to be able to be a blues man," or "I sold my soul to get rich," and all that. He would be Belvagar would, I'm so sorry. Abanon or Belvagar would be the one that would do that. He's the god of lazy, or sloth. But he's also the granter of wishes. He was the one that would come to you whenever you'd sell your soul for something. And he would grant your wishes and say you wanted fame, you wanted fortune, you wanted to be famous, you wanted to have all this money. He would turn you into Bill Gates or Donald Trump and something like that. But then just as you enjoy what you've gotten from him, that's when he would come and take everything from you. Just as you get comfortable in your position that you were put in by selling your soul, he would come and take it all away from you, but still keep your soul. So he was quite powerful and quite ruthless. He was a very good bargainer. He bargained very well because he would always win, because he'd come back and get whatever he gave it to you without giving you back your soul. So old John was following right along with me, wasn't you? Cool, buddy. Is Guthrie a demon or based on mythology as Leviathan? Well, you can say that about all the demons. Who's that? Ben? You can say that about all the demons. Were they demons or based on mythology? You can say that about every one of them. So answer that yourself. He's listed as one of the demons, but you can go and read that. As far as, like I said, I was going to do that. I was going to break everything down alphabetically and just go through them. But man, it's like John said, it'd be part 3 of 25 or 27. I mean, it would be crazy. Robert Johnson made a song about going down to the crossroads. Right. Yeah, it would just be too. I don't want to go that deep into it because it would just be boring and just being going Beelzebub, blah 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 blah, Bazil, blah 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 blah. So I do your research, go and study the demons. Especially if you're going to get into demonology, you got to know them. So definitely go and check that out and get all the information you can from that. All right. Now I want to talk about some of the sources. So that, because I keep telling y'all, do your research, and I keep saying I'm gonna put it up there, and I never try, and I can't do it. Let's look at. We're gonna break it down, and I'm gonna give you guys resources. Yep. Very good, man. The fall. Y'all, this is where you need your pen and your pencil, or your pencil or your pen and your pencil, so you can write on your pencil with your pen, or your pen with your pencil. This is where you're going to need your paper and pencil right here. So I will give you a moment to go and get your paper and your pencil while I take a bite of this food that has gotten cold because I haven't been eating. That is very good. Okay, I think we're ready. We're going to break it down from the very top all the way down to the end. All right, the fall. Go to Revelations 12:9. Revelations 12:9. Also, Isaiah. If I go too fast, y'all just say, "Stop, stupid." Isaiah 14:12 through 15. Isaiah chapter 14, paragraph 12 through 15. Let me make sure. Okay, nobody said anything. Ezekiel 28:12 through 15. Ezekiel 28:12 through 15. Jude 6. Jude 6. Bingo. Oh, no. Bound demons. Jude chapter 1, verse 6. Chapter 1, verse 6. Remember we talked about bound demons and free demons? Free demons. Ephesians 6:12. Ephesians 6:12. Colossians 2:15. Colossians 2:15. Excuse me. Demons still follow Satan. Daniel 10:13. They're still in the business of following Satan. Daniel 10:13. Through Christ we are protected. Through Christ we are protected. 1 John 4:4. 1 John 4:4. Jesus, during his ministry on earth, drove the demons with one word. He drove out the demons with one word. Matthew 8:16. Matthew 8:16. This authority over the demons was one of the proofs he truly was the Son of God. Luke 11:20. That authority proved that Jesus was Son of God. Luke 12. Excuse me, Luke 11:20. Luke 11:20. I'll go back over them. Absolutely. Also, Matthew 8:29. Matthew 8:29. Now, here's that part that I was talking about where I want you to get to in the mindset of a demon. Remember at the beginning of tonight, I was saying I wanted to get into something that showed you the mindset of a demon. I've said this so many times. My team can tell you, my clients can tell you, a demon is a demon is a demon is a demon. They don't have any choice but to be a demon. That's it. All they can do is evil. That's all. They don't have a choice but to do evil. All right. They can present themselves as something pleasant. They can do pleasant things to get you to trust them. But at the end of the day and in the long run, they're going to be demonic. All right. They're going to be demons. A demon is a demon is a demon. It doesn't have a choice to be anything else but evil. Let's see. In Matthew 8:29, demons asked if Jesus was there to torment them before the appointed time. Now, I want y'all to think about that. The demons asked Jesus in Matthew 8:29, they asked Jesus, they said, "Are you here to torment us before the appointed time?" They didn't say, "Are you here to torture us or torment us right now? Are you here early, to fight us?" They said, "Are you here to torment us before the appointed time?" What does that tell you about a demon? What does that tell you about Satan? What does that tell you about evil? It tells us that it knows its demise. It doesn't have any reservations about what's going to happen to it. It already knows what's going to happen. It already knows the end of the game. It already knows the end of the story. It knows that it is going to be tormented. It knows that it is going to be defeated. It knows this, but it doesn't have a choice. It has to be evil. Okay, that's another thing that separates us. That tells you right there that we're not demons. We can't become demons, just like and a demon can't become a human. We're two different things. We're two different entities. We know the end game too. It's been told to us. We already know what the ending is going to be like. You know, the end of the story hasn't been kept from us. We've been told exactly what the end of the story is. But we got a choice. We get to decide what our fate is going to be ultimately. Right? We get to decide how we're going to spend eternity. Remember, I've said this before too. Once created, you can't be uncreated. Well, wait a minute, Johnny. The Bible even says that if you're a child of God, you get everlasting life. Yes, it does say that. Jesse, I would suggest getting a Bible app for your phone. They usually have a search box where you can simply put in verse reference. You can also be the reference. That's cool. I have that, I think. Or did. I don't think I have it on this phone. I should put it on there, though. Thank you, John. I know that wasn't for me, but that helped me too. We are given the choice of how we're going to spend our eternity. It does say that the child of God, a saved person, is going to go to heaven and have eternal life. Blah blah blah. Yes, we know that, but it also says that the unsaved, the wicked, and the followers of iniquity will be put into hell, the lake of fire, for eternity. So we're still alive, or our life force is still there, if you will. Our soul, our entity is still there. It just depends on what we're going to be doing for eternity. That's our choice. So we're given that choice. Demons and the devil, and or whoever you want to call the master, the big guy down there, they're not given that choice. They've already made their minds up. They've already set their fates in motion whenever they denied God and said, we'll take over. When they rebelled against him and they were cast out, their fate was shot. They were set. They already know. So they know this. They know that the time is coming that they're going to be forever tormented. They already know this. God was very clear on that to them. He didn't hold anything back. He let them know right up front, hey, this is what's going to happen to you for what you did. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we still got to be demons. So that reunifies everything I say when I tell people, I say, a demon is a demon is a demon. It doesn't have a choice. You think if a demon had a choice that he would choose to be tormented for all times? No, of course not. He'd say, hey, okay, you were serious, God. We believe you now. We don't think Satan can run a shoebox. Okay, we know you the man. We want to come back and be angels, please. Can we be angels again, please? No, they didn't do that because they don't know that. They don't know that. All they are is demonic. They're evil. Well, they once were angels, Johnny. They were part of the 1/3. Yes, they were, but they're not anymore. They made that choice and they followed their leader. And so now that's their destiny. But even knowing that, they still have to be evil. You got to know Satan down deep inside knows he's not going to be God. He knows he's not going to triumph. He's got to know that. But is he still going to fight him? Yes, he's going to fight him. Yes, he's going to try to take over. Of course he is. He already knows the outcome. You know he does. He's not a stupid entity. Actually, he's quite conniving, quite intelligent. So I love that section there that it talks about how they asked, hey, are you here before? We were scheduled for this date to be tormented. Why are you here now? You know, she says, I'm not here to torment you. I'm just here to get you out of my child. That's what I'm doing. I'm running you out. I'm evicting you. We ain't got to that part yet. So I really like that. I like it whenever when I do research and I find something that reiterates what I say and what I believe and everything. It makes me feel good. And sometimes I find stuff when I'm researching, I'll find stuff that goes against what I say, and I'll have to do more research on it. I'm like, okay, well, no, I kind of like that. Let me see. Where did I leave off? All right, the ultimate goal of demons is to destroy the work of God and deceive anyone they can, meaning humans. 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:8. The ultimate goal of a demon. 1 Peter 5:8. Also, 2 Corinthians 11:14 through 15. 2 Corinthians 11:14 through 15. I know this is kind of monotonous, but I think this is a better way of saying it. Every time I try to put it up, it won't go for some reason. I know it's just my phone because I'm limited so much on my phone. That's why I won't bet a lot of fire under Tom's booty to get the laptop back. I'm just playing. You do what you got to do, man. But I want you guys to get this because I've been saying I'd give them to you and everything, and I never did. So I think this is the best way. And then we talk about the different references to demons in the Bible. Look at Matthew 10:1, where they're called evil spirits. Matthew 10:1. Unclean spirits in Mark 1:27. Unclean spirits in Mark 1:27. Lying spirits, they told a fib. 1 Kings 22:23. And forever angels of Satan, Revelations 12:9. Forever angels of Satan, Revelations 12:9. Who go to deceive the world. To deceive the world. 2 Corinthians 4:4. Promulgate false doctrine. 1 Timothy 4:1. To promulgate false doctrine. 1 Timothy 4:1. Attack Christians. 2 Chronicles 12:7. 2 Chronicles 12:7. Also 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:8. And ultimately combat the holy angels. Revelations 12, verse 4 through 9. To ultimately combat the holy angels. Revelations 12, 4 through 9. All right, is there any of those I need to go back over? Y'all need me to go back over those just to make sure? Yes, no, maybe, possibly, could be, maybe not, who knows? Yes, go back over. Okay, I must definitely will go back over so we make sure we have the right ones, so we don't have the wrong ones. Because if you have the wrong ones, you don't have the right ones, and the only way to get the right ones is to make sure you don't have the wrong ones. That's the only way. Beth said, please slow down. I'm so sorry, Beth. So sorry. I'll go back over. The fall. And the fall means the rebellion, from the rebellion through the banishment through the insertion into hell. Okay. And that is Revelations 12:9. I'm starting back at the very beginning. Revelations 12:9. And Isaiah 14:12 through 15. This is starting with the fall. Revelations 12:9. Isaiah 14, verse 12 through 15. Isaiah 14, verse 12 through 15. Ezekiel. That's the one of the chapters that I always had a hard time spelling. So if you're like me, that is Ezekii. Ezekiel. Ezekiel 28, 12 through 15. Ezekiel 28, 12 through 15. Excuse me. And the last one on the fall is Jude 6, Jude 6, Jude 6. Look at Jude 1, verse 6. It talks about the fall, bound demons. Bound demons in Jude 1, 6. Free demons in Ephesians 6:12. Ephesians 6:12. Free demons. And also Corinthians 2:15. Corinthians 2, verse 15. We talk about them following Satan in Daniel 10:13. Daniel 10:13. The saved are protected. The saved are protected. We have power over demons through Christ. 1 John 4:4. 1 John 4, verse 4. We are protected as saved Christians. As children of God, you have power over and are protected from demonics. As said in 1 John 4:4. Jesus, with one word, drove out the demons. You find that reference at Matthew 8:16. Matthew chapter 8, verse 16. This authority over the demons was one of the proofs he truly was the Son of God. The power he had over demons that no one had before him was proof that he was truly the Son of God. Luke 11:20. Luke 11:20. Matthew 8:29. Matthew 8:29. It's where the demons asked Jesus if he was there to torment them before the appointed time. You know, it's like Mama said, when you get home, you get a spanking, and her meeting you at school to give you the spanking. And you're like, Mama, we had a date to be at home. When I got home, you were going to whip me. Not here. And then your mama says, I'm not here to whip you. I'm here to take you home so I can whip you. You knew the whipping was coming. You just thought it was coming at a later time. And they did too. They knew the torment was coming because they're not stupid. They know the end of the story. It was told to them, just like it was told to us. They know the end of the story. So they know they're getting that butt whooping. They just thought he was there to do it now. He's like, hey, are you here to torment us now? We weren't expecting this for, until that date. Jesus says, no, I'm not here to start that yet. I'm here to cast you out of my child. That's why I'm here. I'm here to give you your eviction notice. That time's coming. That butt whooping's coming later. All right, the ultimate goal of demons, their ultimate goal is to destroy the work of God and deceive any and everyone they can. To destroy the work of God and deceive any and every and anyone they can. 1 Peter 5:8 through no, 1 Peter 5:8. Sorry. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Also 2 Corinthians 11:14 through 15. 2 Corinthians 11:14 through 15. And then we talk about the different categories of the different explanations of the demons. They were called evil spirits in Matthew 10:1. They were called evil spirits in Matthew 10:1. They were called unclean spirits in Mark 1:27. Mark 1:27. Mark chapter 1, verse 27. They were called lying spirits in 1 Kings 22:23. Lying spirits in 1 Kings 22, verse 23. Angels of Satan. Angels of Satan. And Revelations 12. Verse 9. I'm sorry. Revelations 12, verse 9. To deceive the world. 2 Corinthians 4:4. Thank you, John. To deceive the world. 2 Corinthians 4:4. To promulgate false doctrine. To promulgate false doctrine. 1 Timothy 4:1. To promulgate false doctrine. 1 Timothy 4, verse 1. To attack Christians. That's what they do. They attack Christians. They don't attack sinners. That would be silly. I think I've told this on here before too, but there was a minister one time that asked the congregation, he said, where are the demons at? Everybody said, the demons are at the brothel. The demons are at the bars. The demons are at the drug houses. And the demons are in the jails. And the preacher said, I bet you there's more demons out on the front lawn of this church waiting on you to walk outside than there is in all those places combined. And I'm like, why would you say that? And they said, because he said, he's already got the people at the brothel. He's already got the people at the bar. He's already in control of the people at the drug house. He wants you. He's already got them. You don't have to waste any time on them. That's a done deal. They're drunk, fornicating, and drugged up. We don't need them. We got them. We need you. That's who he needs. The demons are here. So yeah, they attack Christians. 2 Corinthians 12:7. 2 Corinthians 12:7. 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:8. And to combat the holy angels. That's that fight they were talking about. To combat the the fallen angels. They won't combat them. To combat the holy angels. Revelations 12, 4 through 9. Revelations 12, 4 through 9. And I want to give you guys another one. A couple other ones, actually. All right, I want you guys to write down these next two chapters for next week. All right. Colossians 2:15. Colossians 2, verse 15. And 1 John 4:4. 1 John 4:4. And when you go read those, you'll understand why I wanted you to write them down. And we're going to talk about those and some more. But those are the two main ones that we're going to talk about next week on our final episode of Demonology. And what are we going to talk about? I told you it was a surprise, but here's your surprise. It's going to be what to do if you encounter a demonic during an investigation. What you can do if you encounter a demonic during an investigation. All right. And remember, I'm not going into detail about how to combat that because I'm not going to do that. I have to trust you and know you before I do that. But I am going to talk to you about what you can do in that situation. And no, it's not stop your investigation and call me. I have my own investigations, but I am available if anybody needs that. But no, that's not what it's going to be. I'm going to give you the tools you need to protect yourself and your team and your client. Okay. So y'all look up those last two chapters. Let me say them one more time because they were at the end, just in case. I want to get it all because I want y'all to be ready next week. Colossians 2:15 and 1 John 4:4. Colossians 2:15, 1 John 4:4. All right. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of CAPI Live. I am always so very grateful that one person is on here. I don't care how many people are here. I look at the numbers at the end of the month. YouTube sends me a little thing and tells me my numbers up and down, whatever they are, at the end of the month. And that's what I look at. I don't care about the individual shows because I'm just going to do the show. If there's one person on here, I'll do the show. I don't care. I'm not looking to have 50 million subscribers. That'd be great because then more people would know the real paranormal, and that's why we do this. But I want you guys to have an awesome, awesome, awesome week. I want you to do your own research. Go and do research on this. And if you get into the demonology and you decide you like it and you want to study it and really get into it, holler at me if you have any questions on anything. I don't know the answer to it. I promise you I will get it really soon. I probably will know the answer when it comes to this because that's one of my favorite subjects in the paranormal. I spell it Colothians. Colothans. There you go. But 2.2 thousand. Oh, okay. 2.12 thousand subscribers. Awesome. Get to that 3,000, John, and I'll get those tats live. What would you suggest for names of demons study? I would suggest, no, I'm not going to suggest that. That was what. John, can you post stuff in the description of this? Will it let you? Can't CAPI. Thank you. Can you post stuff in the description of this? Down here in the description? No, you can't either. Dang it. Who was that? Jesse that asked that? No, it was Brian. Or Ben, excuse me. Ben, I'll get with you and get you some references on that, okay? Some non-biblical references. I'll get you some. I have a couple in mind, a couple that I use, but I don't know how available they are. So I'll have to look at that. But I'll get you some non-biblical references as well. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another show. It's been awesome. I'm really excited about this series. I'm really excited about the last show. So you guys make sure you come back next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't want you to miss the ending of this. It's going to be really, really good. It's going to be the what we built it up to. Because I want you to know thy enemy and be able to combat thy enemy. And so come back next week so we can talk about what to do if you're encountered with that. All right, what you can do to protect you, yourself, and good night, Jesse. You, yourself, and your clients. Okay, I want you guys to have an awesome week, an awesome paranormal week. We love you so much. Thank you for being here every week. We can't wait to meet a lot of you guys at the meet and greet and meet the rest of you at the Camp CAPI. Can't wait for that. Remember, the meet and greet is February 13th. Camp CAPI is the February 26th, 27th, 28th in Troy, Alabama. Text us or email us. You can go back in the comments and find our emails, and you can PM us on Facebook. We love you guys so much. I want you guys to do me a huge favor this week. If you don't do anything else, please, I want you to make at least one person smile from ear to ear. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you know them. I don't care if they're a stranger. I just want you to make one person smile this week. If you could do that, that would be really awesome. All right. We love you guys. I want you to have a paranormal week, and we will see you guys next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Good night.